Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Five yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
44-yard line.
Brandon, 5. Yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The stop by Taven Bryan. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Leonard Fournette.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Torrey McTyer. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On the carry.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Huntley over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Huntley. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Rams nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Rams, first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Huntley firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 43, incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, Huntley gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the run, it's Fournette. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Fournette. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing, Jones. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Taken down by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
on the pickup.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Huntley to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. He's going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. Turner. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
38-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They give it here to Thompson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 3rd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Huntley. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before break. Huntley escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Looking to throw. Jones buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Check, 59. Here we go, yeah. Kill. Rap on, lady. Hustle.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fournette gets around him. Oh, now he bowls him over. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
First down, Rams.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Taken down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Jaguars.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
5-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Fournette. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
59 mark, check, 59.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The tackle made by
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Huntley. This one brought in by Jefferson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it. Geis. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Rams.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Jones. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On the return, here's Agnew. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Rams 20.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the